In 1839, a sign at the Mansion House in Cape May read, "A white flag will be on the bathhouse during the ladies' hours, and a red flag for the gentlemen." Mixed bathing was strictly forbidden. By the late 19th century, resorts along the Jersey Shore were booming with prosperity. From the excitement of Atlantic City to the calm of Ocean Grove, every resort relied on its main attraction, the ocean. And the most popular form of recreation at the time was called seabathing. Seabathing was an activity that basically consisted of wading waist deep into the ocean and jumping up and down in the surf. Some more lively participants may have included a little fanny dipping as well. In those days, swimming in the open ocean was believed to be dangerous and unpredictable, and much of that had to do with the type of bathing suit then in fashion. The earliest bathing apparel was often just a random mix of used, well-worn, old clothes. Since any amount of nudity was considered shameful, beachgoers also made every attempt to cover themselves. The first clothing made specifically for beachgoing began to appear in the United States and on the Jersey Shore around the 1860s. A woman's bathing attire might consist of a loose-fitting, ankle-length, full-sleeve bathing gown made of wool or flannel, with weights sewn in the hems so it wouldn't rise up in the water. A wide straw hat tied under the chin would protect her from the sun. For the men, it might be a form-fitting wool garment with long sleeves and trousers, similar to long underwear, accompanied by a small skull cap. By the late 19th century, a fashionable bathing costume for women might be a black, knee-length wool dress featuring a sailor collar, worn over bloomers or long black stockings. The fashionable man might wear a tight-fitting shirt with trousers handsomely braided. Although sea bathing still had its Victorian standards, it was a far cry from the early years. Mixed bathing was now fully in vogue. For women in this Victorian age, to have a suntan was a disgrace. They went to great lengths to preserve their pale complexions as a sign of their refinement. Tan skin was despised and associated with the lower class, since they worked outdoors. As the century progressed, even skimpier bathing suits came into fashion. By the 1920s and 30s, women's legs were finally being set free. Skirts were discarded, and a lady's silhouette was highlighted. By the 1940s, hems were shortened, and the midriff was born. Then, in 1946, swimwear history was made. French designers unveiled the bikini. 2 triangles of fabric covering the top, 2 triangles of fabric covering the bottom, all connected with a series of skinny straps, considered the world's smallest swimsuit. It would not be until the mid-1960s, however, that the bikini would begin to gain worldwide acclaim, taking New Jersey and American beaches by storm.